Here is something interesting that happened yesterday. I'm working on a client dashboard and I need to add admin credentials. What's the best way to add an admin credentials to a brand new dashboard that has just been deployed to production? There are different ways people try to add admin credentials. One way is that they try to log in to the database and insert the values directly, which is strange. I didn't even believe that people actually did that, but they do. And some persons write CEDA scripts like a CEDA.ts, or depending on the framework that you're using, whatever CEDA file. But there are problems with these two methodologies or two methods of doing this. First of all, the going into the database in production and inserting the values is crazy. It's completely crazy because whenever you insert the value, especially for applications that require a username and password, the password itself is hashed and the hash usually has a salt. So you can essentially try to recreate the hash and insert it into the database. It creates some sort of inconsistency. Imagine if the application gets updated and the hash changes, the hashing system changes. It's crazy. That's one problem. Another problem is writing it in a CEDA file. If you do write it in a CEDA file, what happens then is if someone does deploy or upload this particular file to GitHub, it gets tracked and your admin credentials get exposed, potentially gets exposed, or as your teammates are testing, they could essentially modify that file, and those credentials, once they get modified, it becomes a problem, right? Those are the two methods. The real way you should do it, the way I do it and the way I suggest you should do it, is you should always write a script. Even if you're writing a CEDA file, always write a script that pulls from the credentials from environment variables. So when you pull the credentials from environment variables, it dynamically inserts them into the DB for you using your application itself. So you have consistent hashing and you have everything that you need inserted in the database correctly. It should also be a one-time script. Essentially, if you write the script, it should be that the script always checks if there is already an admin in the database. If there is no admin, then it should get the values from the environment variables and insert them directly into the database. But if there is an existing admin, you should just ignore it and skip it. This ensures that the script can only be run one time on production, inserts the correct values, and you're good to go.